Hey, welcome back to another tip of the week. And this week we're actually answering a question from Led Russo, who asked about VPNs. Now, what is a VPN? And why do VPNs have such a bad rep? A VPN is a virtual private network. VPNs were created when companies needed their employees to be able to connect to the internet of the company, and they needed special permissions. So this way, what the person did was they connected to a virtual private network that had these permissions and would make the company's internet understand or think that this person was inside the company instead of maybe, I don't know, wherever in their home, wherever in the world. So that's why they started. Recently, VPNs have become very common, very popular, because they are a way to protect your privacy. And with so many privacy concerns with the scandals you have from Facebook and others about mining your data and stuff like that, protecting your data has become very important. And a VPN is exactly that. A VPN is a barrier that you're going to place between your computer and whatever website, whatever service, internet service you're connecting to. Because what's going to happen is you're going to make the request to the VPN, and then the VPN is going to make the request to the Google or maybe Skype or whatever internet service you're using. So if Google or whatever site you're entering wants to get your data, they're not going to be able, because the data they will be receiving is from the VPN. So that way you can mask your IP, you can mask your location information and be protected. So in case you enter a malicious site that's trying to get your IP information so that a hacker can hack your computer, you're protected because the information that site will get is from the VPN. The IP information is going to come from the VPN, not your computer. Is that like 100% foolproof? No, okay? This is like if you have a car and you park the car with all the doors open and the keys in the ignition, or if you park the car with the locks on and you take the keys with you and you set up the alarm. The car with the alarm and the doors locked is going to be harder to rob, right? If a thief is presented with both cars, the thief is going to go with the one that has the keys in the ignition, not the one that has the locked doors. But will the locked doors and the alarm completely stop the thief? No, a thief that knows how to unlock doors and set the alarm will take your car anyway. Personally, private citizens, they don't have enough that's worth the effort for a hacker to get over a VPN. So a VPN usually protects you enough, okay? But I say usually, okay? I don't say 100% because nothing is 100% when you're talking about computers. No protection is 100%, okay? But zero protection is guaranteed that you're gonna have problems. So putting protection is gonna diminish the chances you're going to have a problem. So that's one reason to use a VPN, to protect yourself and protect your privacy. Another reason to use a VPN is, for instance, a few years back, I worked with a communications project where I had to research magazines in different countries because we were going to place interviews with a band I was representing in different magazines. We wanted to find the most relevant magazines in each country. In each European country, we were gonna ask for an interview, and we did, and we placed them all over the place. But the problem is that when I was searching for the magazines, I had a problem. I searched heavy metal magazines, and I used Google Translator to try to translate to the place, but the heavy metal part was the same. So Google kept giving me the most relevant to my location. So Google kept giving me heavy metal magazines in Brazil, despite the language I kept making my search in. And back in the day, there were tricks you could use. You could go directly to the Google of the country, or you could add a certain code at the end of the URL so that you could get the specific results. That's not working anymore. I tried, but Google's getting more and more specific so they can give you a more relevant search results. So that's not happening anymore. And because of that, I wasn't getting the results I wanted. Maybe the results were there in the page 300, but not easily for me where I wanted the results. How I fixed that? How I fixed that was using a VPN. So I turned on the VPN and I made Google think I was in England or I was in Finland. But we used Finland too. And so I managed to get the more relevant information for me. For 90% of the people, they don't need that because they're searching for things. They're not searching for specific things in different countries. But if you, for some reason, need to search for things outside your country, for instance, because of the way Google is working, because of how the algorithm is being changed and being more specific with time, a VPN can help you with that. So those are the two reasons I use VPN: security, and because sometimes I need to be able to show you websites in English or to be able to find something I need to make it look like I'm somewhere else. Another advantage of a VPN is if you have a business, if you have a coffee shop, a restaurant, and you offer internet, a VPN can help protect you. Like I said, help, okay? It's not 100% foolproof, okay? If you have a business like a restaurant, a coffee shop, and you offer internet, the VPN can help protect you, not 100% foolproof, but help protect you and protect your clients, okay? Help protect their privacy, but mostly help protect yourself from whatever activity your clients are doing on your internet, okay? Because, again, whatever thing they're doing, the VPN is protecting you, is putting a barrier between your IP and them and their actions. So it's going to protect from coming back to bite you whatever some client of yours used, okay? Then there's the bad rap VPNs have. Because I just told you, I'm masking my IP, I'm making Google think I'm somewhere else. Is that illegal? No, that's not illegal. Again, with the car, if I have a car and I go around places with my car, that's super legal. If I have a car and I rob a bank, that's illegal because having the car isn't the part that's illegal, the robbing the bank is. So long as you're doing legal things, okay, visiting legal websites, you're not trying to mask your IP to do illegal things, then using a VPN and having a VPN is completely legal, okay? No problem. Problem is if you use a VPN to hack someplace. Now, we're always seeing the TV shows how the bad guy hacked someplace and masked their IP. Oh my God, so masking their IP is bad. No. Masking the IP if you don't intend to hack anywhere. If you only intend to do legal things, that's okay. Because all you are doing is protecting your privacy. There's no law that says Google has the right to know where you are. Okay? But if you hack somewhere, then it's not masking the IP that's illegal, it's the hacking, okay? So that's the bad rep VPNs have, and I hope I clear that up for you. And when choosing a VPN, there are two important things, I think. I tested a lot of VPNs. I tested from a lot of companies, and three things that I think is important. One is a guarantee that you're really private, okay? There's no 100% guarantee that your internet movement, your internet surfing is completely private, because while Google or Facebook won't be able to see your IP, won't be able to see your system and stuff like that, the VPN is, okay, because you're connecting to the VPN. So the VPN is going to have the information of your connection, your IP, and your information, probably your name and email because you had to create an account, and the information to where you're connected. Now, most VPNs, they tell you in the terms of service that they do not keep that data. They delete that data. That's like everything. You have to trust them that they do that, okay? Because we can go there and check. Because of that, there's a difference between paid and free VPNs. Paid VPNs, their business model is your subscription, okay? That's where they get the money from. Free VPNs, there's nothing free in this world. That's a business model. They're not doing that because they're super nice people who want you to be private. No. they're doing that because somewhere they're gonna be able to monetize that. So if they're not monetizing on your subscription, there's a chance they're monetizing on your data, on selling your data, on maybe even just a statistics, so not personal data, but maybe personal data. You don't know that. And granted, you can't be 100% sure that a paid VPN isn't doing that either. But let's say I trust more that a paid VPN is already making the money with the subscription, so they have no need to sell my data. But a free VPN, where they're making their money, right? So that's one issue you have to think when choosing a VPN. Second issue is speed. You are putting a barrier between you and where you want to connect. That's going to slow down your download speed, your upload speed, because you're going to have to first connect to the VPN and then connect to wherever you're connecting. Granted, you don't see any of that, but that's what's happening. So that's going to slow down your speed. So I tested a lot of VPNs, and most of them had that problem. When you turned on the VPN, everything slowed down to a snail pace. I found one that's really good, that is fast. You notice a little bit of a slowdown, but not that much, and you can continue accessing everything with no problem. The third part, which is again why I like this VPN I'm going to introduce to you, is the fact that you can install the VPN in the router. Why would installing the VPN in the router be important? For instance, I live with other people, okay? And I can guarantee to you that if I tell them, look, I signed a VPN, please connect to the VPN every time you're entering the internet, they're going to forget that. They're not going to do that. So since I installed the VPN in the router, I don't need them to remember. The fact when they connect their device to my Wi-Fi, they're already protected without having to do any additional steps. So that's great. Okay, that's a lifesaver in my case, for instance. So the VPN I'm talking about is ExpressVPN. They are paid, but they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test for 30 days. If you didn't like, you can ask for your money back. What I love, like I said, is that if you come here in products, they have a step-by-step explanation of how to install in any device, including your router. And if you go to router, you can see here, down here, they have a list of routers that you can install the ExpressVPN app, okay? That's super easy, and they have explanations for each router. Installing the app in the router makes managing the VPN super easy for you. Anyone can do that. And manually setting up a VPN on a router, that's more complicated. You're going to need to understand a little bit more about routers to do that and how to install routers. But they also have a step-by-step here by brand. They have two here that they suggest. Honestly, I actually didn't buy one of these two because I checked the reviews on Amazon, and a lot of people complained about this brand. So I bought an Asus that is very well regarded, but you can go and check all the routers and see which one. I bought the router. It wasn't cheap. You can see here that's like $200, $170, the cheapest one. Wasn't cheap, but it was a very good investment. I'm very happy with this investment because I was having a lot of trouble. My computer kept getting ransomware and spyware, and I had to reformat my computer several times. And I kind of know why that is, and it wasn't me. Like I said, I don't live alone. And other people in my home click on stuff they shouldn't, even though I tell them not to. But now, since I've had the VPN, I haven't had the problem. Not because the people in my home have stopped clicking, but because they're protected. So I'm protected too. Okay. So that's VPN for you. I hope I helped you. I hope you now understand what a VPN is, and you can try this one out or look for others. Okay. Bitdefender, AVG, Avast, all of them have VPN, so you can test them out too. And most antivirus have VPNs. There are other VPNs that you go on Google and check 10 best VPNs. You'll see others. They're listed. I tested kind of all of them, and the one I preferred is this one. But that doesn't mean you need to use this one. And see if a VPN is right for you. So those are all the benefits of VPNs. I hope this helped you. If you like the tip, don't forget to come back next week and subscribe so they can get notified when I have new videos here. And don't forget to check out my Udemy profile, okay? That's here in the description. So I'll see you next week with another tip. See you then.